You know what? Things get done right when you do them yourself. So this is a video on to show you how to properly prep a car for ceramic coating. We have this beautiful X5 M BMW here that we're gonna prep for a ceramic coating, which is gonna be another video, by the way. So make sure you like and subscribe, and because there's another video. This is 2 parts. Let's start the prep process.
All right.
You're gonna show us how to do it?
Yep. First, we've got to start foaming the car.
All right.
Here you go, this and this, right?
No, I'm gonna do foam. I actually sent foam.
What is this?
This is Geon foam.
Okay.
So this is 1 to 5 to 1 to 15, depending on your desired dilution ratio.
Okay.
So
And a pre-wash.
Pre-wash. Yep. So a little bit higher pH, and then when it's diluted, it dilutes down to pH neutral. So it's not until it comes out of the cannon. If you were to test this right now, like it's extremely strong.
Okay. Scientific measuring.
Yes. Pour about an ounce or 2 in there. We're about
Just
there.
an ounce or 2?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Super concentrate.
1 to 5 to 1 to 15 is what you need.
Okay.
Depending on how thick you want it.
So just go to town?
Go to town. What's special about this? I mean, it's just, it's not your average soap.
No, it's going to be a little bit more aggressive than a soap, and it doesn't have the same lubricants as a hand soap. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's a very specific product to lift the dirt off the surface pre-hand washing. So you get any of those loose particulates, you know,
Yeah.
de-embridled from the surface and like pulling away.
That's a big word, de-embridled.
Is that a correct word?
I don't know.
I may have just made that up.
De-embridled.
You normally hit the wheels, or you just use the specific products for that?
I usually do wheels first.
You said foam it first.
You did say foam it.
I know, I did say foam it first.
That's all right. We'll foam it and rinse it and then do the wheels.
Yeah.
They can be like, wow, that looks really, really, really nice.
Well, that's the great thing about detailing a car. You can start with whatever you want. So we're gonna let this sit on a couple minutes, and proper prep, absolutely important to the longevity and durability of anything that you're gonna put on the car after you do the proper prep, you know? So we're gonna go through this entire step here, rinsing it, washing it, doing the wheels, decontaminating it, getting anything off the surface, because anything stuck on that surface is going to interfere with coating, wax, paint sealant, whatever you want to put on there, right? So very important step. So it's been a couple minutes, let's rinse this off.
Rinses off quite nice.
Super flat, you can see there's no protection on this car. All right, so to clean the wheels, we have an
Iron
iron
cleaner.
remover, and then we actually have a tire cleaner.
Yep.
Okay.
So you can see how much is going.
Yeah, you can see it,
Oh yeah.
even though it's black. Oh, what do you got there?
It's the Geon tire brush. So ergonomic in your hand, stiff bristle nylon brush. Meant for cleaning up your sidewalls, getting in there. Let me grab my wheel mitt.
Oh, you got a wheel mitt?
We do have a wheel mitt.
With a thumb.
With a thumb to get around those spokes.
What are some other important tips when cleaning your wheels? Cool and dry, you don't want them hot.
Yep. So yeah, you don't want iron cleaners to dry on the wheel. You want to make sure they stay in liquid form.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
And we like to clean inside, indoors.
Yep.
Clean it out in the sun. So in my driveway when I clean, I absolutely hate it, but I do like to clean cars at home. And the wind and the sun will both dry out whatever you're using pretty damn quickly.
Yep. So I'll just spray a little bit of water on there.
Yeah.
To make sure they stay wet.
Work at one wheel at a time. Yeah. And the longer that you can let this sit on there, the better, right?
Yeah. So that chemical reaction, you could see it change color.
Yep.
And that's when you know it's working.
Yeah.
You know, and especially On these European cars with metallic brake pads, you'll get a lot of that iron particulate embedded in there.
Still see all that.
Ooh.
Wheel War 3. There's that caustic soda. It's good for you.
Yeah, it wakes me up in the morning.
There. See? You may need to do it a couple times if you haven't cleaned your wheels in a while. Look at that!
You know, we've got some people who will just take it at this step right now and spray wet coat on the wheel itself and rinse it off. And that's kind of their go-to protection for the wheels is just wet coat and rinse. Yeah.
Let's try it.
I mean, you look at it right now, like the water is very flat
it's super
on the
flat.
surface.
There's nothing on there.
There's absolutely no protection on there. This could be just on your maintenance wash as well. So, you know, just any wash you kind of want to do, like people maintain their wheels with wet coat, you know, to add that level of protection. So big thing is to make sure the wheel is still wet, you know, hence the name wet coat.
Okay, I'm gonna get it wet, hold on.
Yep.
We have a wet wheel.
Wet wheel. All right. And just a few sprays and you'll see it automatically start to wash. You don't have to wait.
Woo! That'll certainly make it
instant hydrophobic.
easier to clean next. Yeah.
Yep. Definitely easier to clean.
It actually made the wheel look better too.
It does. It does. It adds a little bit of gloss as well. Let's do the wash. Let's then do the iron and then the tar as well. Yeah. We're gonna wash this car.
Smells nice.
Yeah.
Better than cleaning wheels.
Clean smell. Really lubricated.
Most people understand how to wash, they can wash the car. This is where it goes from just maintenance to actually detailing. You know, you're getting into the details, and that is removing contaminants that haven't been removed with the actual contact wash. So we're gonna take it a step further. 2 ways to decontaminate a car.
Mechanical, chemical.
Yeah. We're gonna start off, I always like to start off with the iron and the tar.
Yep.
Just to remove as much as possible, because the other step is gonna be using a clay bar. This particular service is just a prep, decontaminate, and then ceramic coat.
Good.
So it's a great way to get your car ready for winter. It's a very fast way to get it ready for winter. You can do this within how many? You can do this in 3 hours.
3 to 4 hours, and not be scared of having to use a polisher. Which is cool.
I mean, using a polisher is going to be great. You're going to get the best results, but you plan for 2 days, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
long days.
We're going to use the iron, the same stuff that we use on the wheels.
Correct.
We're going to spray the car down.
Yep.
And let's see how it does.
Yeah.
Now that's not the same exact product as the wheel cleaner.
No. So the wheel cleaner has a detergent to break down brake dust. And it allows it to cling on the inside of the barrel as well. So it's got a longer dwell time. It's a little bit thicker to do that. It breaks down, the detergents break down other particulates inside brake dust.
Because this is just based on the scent. This thing is looking for iron and going to town on the iron.
So that was my mistake. I thought it was the same exact stuff we were using on the wheels. It's different.
Different. I mean, they both contain...
Same, but different.
Yes.
This one's a lot thinner.
Yep. Same principles though. You want to make sure that you keep it wet. You don't want it drying on the surface. If it starts to dry, just add a little bit of water.
This won't damage the surface. You can use this. You don't have to worry about getting it on the glass or the rubber or anything.
Nope. The only thing I would do is, rinse it off the plastics first. Just kind of general practices. But it is safe for every surface.
And this is a 500 ml bottle, not a 400 ml bottle like Bathe.
Correct. And you'll get a lot of that from a car that drives around here, like especially if you've got construction. If you're driving it during winter with snow plows and the blades are down, like you'll get those iron contaminants all over and you can see them turn purple, and that's actually this chemical dissolving those iron particulates.
Man, you can see it's just streaking down.
For sure.
Woo! See, it looked clean.
Yeah,
It was not.
exactly.
For all those haters on YouTube that said, "Why don't you clean a dirty car?"
Whoa.
It is dirty.
Jason, it's Saturday. We can't go out the haters on a Saturday.
So, what do you like to do? Do you like to wash this? Or you like to rinse it in?
So 1 to 2 minutes on this, kind of let it do its job. When you see it, do the transformation, turn purple. I like to rinse it now, and then see what other, if we've got inorganic material, rubber, fresh paint, stuff like that. I like to go around with tar and do that in dedicated areas that kind of build that up.
Do you dry the car first before you use the tar? Because most of the tar removers that I use, they don't like water. They don't mix well. It's
Yeah,
a solvent.
they don't mix with water.
Yeah. But no problems
yeah,
or
I don't-
issues? Okay.
Have you ever used a work stuff brush?
No.
We're gonna.
Okay.
You're going to love it. All right, let's rinse away.
Well, we
Right?
got to use the work stuff brush.
Oh, we do?
I mean, I know it's Saturday, but like, come on, we got to get. I mean, look all in here.
Do you usually do a wash again right now on this stage?
No,
Or?
no.
Okay.
I'm just crazy.
That's okay.
Like the emblems, because it's an X5M.
Yeah, the emblems are.
All these little nooks and crannies. The car actually has a pearl to it. We're actually starting to see. Ugh. Has a nice lubricity on the brush. What do they call these, Beamer guy? Kidneys?
Yeah.
Got to clean the kidneys.
Kidney grills.
What are the new ones then? Would those be lungs because they're so
No, they use it is, what is it called? The interweb calls it something.
The front beaver grill.
I thought they named it like an organ.
The kidney grill? That's probably what
big? Yeah, these are called kidneys. I don't know if they still call the big ones kidneys or not. All right. You ready to rinse this down?
I mean, I'm never actually ready, but yeah.
Okay.
Whoa! Is it raining in here? So the tar, I always noticed it has a little bit of like residue at the bottom.
Yeah, so we'll shake that up.
Okay.
It'll suspend. So it's a citrus-based solvent,
Okay.
and it naturally falls down to the bottom just from sitting there.
Yeah.
And we're going to start putting those in every single one of our bottles.
Okay. So that you make sure you shake that up before you use it.
Oh, yeah.
Are you sweating or are you just soaking wet?
Oh, I'm just soaking wet. It's,
He sprayed me without looking, so I sprayed him with looking.
okay, good.
It's
With
fair.
looking. Good. I like to use a soft wipe with
Soft wipe.
anything that's like real liquidy.
Okay.
A
Just
little
because
more,
surface area.
a higher nap.
Correct.
It's soft.
So,
It is soft. Here, use this on your face.
oh, I thank you.
Okay.
Perfect.
And I definitely saw some tar on the sides and on the bottom here. Come on in. So we can still see we got some crap down there. We got some tar. We're gonna just spray these bottoms and remove all that tar. Because all this stuff here, all this little tar, is gonna end up clogging our clay bar and could end up causing more scratches. And this, it's white one. It hides a lot of defects and scratches and everything. And we're not going to do any paint correction. We're just going to go for a quick, easy decon and prep. So we want to do everything to minimize any possible marring or scratching putting into the car. So this will definitely help that. You can see already some of our tar is actually starting to dissolve. Just a couple sprays on the towel there. And wipe it away. Wipe it away. All right, look at that. That's after we washed it. after we did the clay bar. Another rinse.
Hey, can we kick it old school for a minute? So whenever we throw, like back in the day, I threw a lot of chemistry at something like this to really try to like help the prep process.
Yeah.
I always like to end the wet side of the work with a flood rinse. Just taking an actual garden hose, way more than 2 gallons a minute, like the pressure washer, and let the water get down and all the cracks and crevices, get all that iron product out, so that later in life, we're not like claying and like, oh, look, it's dripping purple still.
Okay, so you're flooding it.
We're flooding it to get it, because this car's got a lot of cracks. And
Most of the people in California would say you're just wasting water.
yeah, well, you know what? We also don't want to leave the chemical, which is worse for the environment, in all these cracks and crevices. Because what happens if a bird sits on it later in life and takes a little drink from the crack? So take
drink,
that, a little sip.
A sippy soup.
So there you go, California. See you on Monday. Because we do love you.
Yeah, it does take a lot of water to rinse all the chemical off. You don't realize it, but like even after, I've seen cars where you detail them and even afterwards you do everything, you still have the purple running down out of the cracks and the crevices.
Absolutely. And just getting it ready, especially if you're going to use a product like Wet Coat, for example, for your winter detail, I always like the flood rinse after that to get it in all the nooks and crannies that the water is going to flow through behind the panels.
This car already looks like it's worth like
At least-
$5,000 more.
At least I was going to say 6,000.
All right, so that was our chemical decontamination, and now we're gonna go to the actual mechanical decontamination with the clay bar, if I can get it open. This is a medium grade clay that we're gonna use on the car. We're gonna use a lubricant, spray it on the car, and gently rub the paint. We'll put this into a little pancake, rub the paint. This will remove anything that's embedded in the car, in the vehicle's paint. You know, we got a lot out with the chemical decontamination. This will do the final step and really remove everything. When you have a glove on this plastic, you can actually feel the roughness too. So after you washed it, after you clayed it, after you used the tar remover on it, if it still feels rough, it shouldn't feel rough. It should feel super smooth. So a little bit of soap on there, rub your hand, you can feel it. Clay bar, it's just the weight of the clay bar, and you just want to put enough pressure on there not to lose it or have it slide down the car. I'm not putting a whole lot of pressure on there. And you can go over it multiple times, and you can actually feel it go from rough to smooth. And so I'll just do this small section. I'll show you what the clay looks like. And I can feel it picking up contaminants because now it's really smooth. Feeling with the back of my hand a little bit. Feel if I miss any spots. So very little, but you can see that it's kind of darker. As we do more of the panel here, you're gonna see that get darker and darker. I usually like to do a couple panels, depending on how dirty it is, how much contamination is in there, and then fold it up a couple times and knead it, fold it back into itself, and then smash it out into a pancake again, and then go ahead and continue moving on. This whole process should go pretty quickly. You're looking at, if you're by yourself, I mean, 15, 20 minutes. You're just gently rubbing the paint. These lower parts always are very dirty, you know, so they'll get dirty like that. So just fold it, get it back out into a little pancake. Yeah, see, that's a big chunk. You don't want that big chunk in there. You don't want to pull that up on another part of the paint, so clean it off. If it gets too stiff, put it in hot water, and it'll loosen up a little bit. You coming to the car show tomorrow?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Got a bunch of stuff going on tomorrow. Porsche pastries up in Highland Park, and then
That's not true. If I actually finish the job, I'm taking people for rips.
Did you do the back?
Yes.
You can do the windows too. It looks a lot better just doing that. But we're not done yet. No, we're not. So that's prep. That's done, right?
Yes.
That's easy.
done. Yep.
We made it look easy with 3 people. It's a lot harder when you're doing it just by yourself.
On a
you
full-size SUV.
Yeah, and a
That's
full-size
why.
SUV. Yeah. So stick around because we have more. Now that it's prepped, it's naked. There's no protection on it. And if you want to make it easier to maintain and keep it cleaner for longer, we have something for you. We're going to show you how to ceramic coat this car next. Hey, if you need to buy any detailing products like the ones we're using in this video, check out the description and go shop at carsupplieswarehouse.com.